most recent regional championship in Gdańsk, Poland had the best showing, I think, of British people. 4 of them being in the top 8. And good old Luke Kirkham got top 4, in fact, 3rd place with Palkia VSTAR. What's even more fascinating is this deck actually plays Ice Rider Calyrex. Yes, Ice Rider Vmax has somehow appeared in the top tier all of a sudden, being a fantastic tech card for Palkia, which really was the star of that tournament. With Tord using it, with Luke using it, it was a card that always lurks and can just appear and do well. The reason why it never really so much played was because of Miraidon's dominance. But at the end of the day, having a big attacker that isn't weak to lightning can be a game changer. And what's crazy is the deck doesn't really have anything overly special. It seems like just a typical Palkia deck. You play 4 Iridas, 4 Melonies, your Cross Switchers. I mean, it's quite interesting how standard this is, and yet it done so well. Obviously, there's a lot more going on. When at a tournament, it really does depend who you match up against. The idea, of course, is to build a deck that's going to have the best possible matchups across the board. And maybe Luke decides to take that gamble, hoping to not run into many Miraidons, even though he did. But still showing that even if that's the case, you can still do it with this deck, and that's really fascinating. So, with that said, let's get into some games of this and see how it plays. Before we begin, if you're looking to buy ptcgl codes, then check out ptcgl store using the code FTW for 5% off. And to sell or buy bulk Pokemon cards, then check out TCG Bulk. All sponsors are linked in the description down below. Now, with that said, let's get going. Oh, it seems like we have another water deck chilling here. Okie dokie. Think here I go for, I think the Palkia line is probably the best way to go. We already have a Palkia, and we already have Greninja, or a Speed Key here. I'm gonna try and go for a Suicune, and I'm gonna go for a Mew EX. Let's go for that. Probably had some of you on the edge of your seats there, didn't I? I was very close. I was very close. I'm going to Earthen Vessel and actually get rid of a Melony, because we could Greninja here. And I know that they will probably, seeing this deck, throw Melony down, knowing I can quite comfortably conceal cards next turn. So being able to bring it up and Canceling Cologne is a real possibility. So I'm going to keep that in check here. And what I'm going to do actually is attach to this with Greninja, retreat into the Suicune, and just go for a fleet-footed so I can just dig a little bit more. Oh, a Nest Ball. Gonna Nest Ball here for a... I think I'm just going for another Palkia, right? Could also Chien-Pao if it's needed. Chien-Pao could be good. The Chien-Pao would allow me to find the energy that I might need. So I'm going to go for a Chien-Pao. Right, I need to try and craft this play a little bit. That said, the Ultra Ball could also be an Irida. Oh, an Irida, I think, can get us there. Ultra Ball for Lumineon, Irida, grab a Palkia and a Cross Switcher. I need one more energy, though, to really make this happen. All right, it's definitely possible, and we're going to try and make it just like that. There's the Manaphy as expected, and they go for an energy on the Frigibacks, retreating into the Mew, and a mysterious Tails coming in, getting a VIP pass off of that, and a VIP pass to grab themselves what will likely be another Baxcalibur and a Chien-Pao, I'd guess. Okay, so Bidoof this time, and they just pass. Right, we have a big turn here. So whether or not we could pull off what we need to pull off, though, that's the question. Fleet-footed coming in first. Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help in the slightest. So Irida can get a Cross Switcher and a Palkia. Palkia can only put 2 energy in place, so there's not enough energy. If I could Shivery Chill somehow. I sadly don't think it's possible right now. I don't think there's any way I could pull this off. I'm going to Ultra Ball the Spiritomb and Palkia away. I'm going to grab Lumineon. I'm going to go for Lumineon, and I'm going to see what I can do here. Let's go for a Irida, and I just don't think I have what's needed here. I was going to do this and get a Cross Switcher. That said, it means I can attack this turn. It just means the Radiant Greninja play is just off the table. I could also grab a Earthen Vessel and then just take out this Mew with an Melony play. No, I can't now because I played Irida. So I've kind of put myself in a corner here where I've had to Star Portal and unfortunately by 1 energy miss a Greninja play. It's just unfortunate. I went for it and it didn't happen. It's all right. We fell short by that much, but what can you do? I could Cross Switcher into Chien-Pao, and I could, if I get lucky, find a switch by going for a Shivery Chill plus conceal cards. We do have a high count. I'm going to go for the Cross Switcher into Manaphy, and we're just going to kind of risk it for a biscuit here. We need, off of this energy, we need to find ourselves a pivot and not an escape rope. We need a switch. This is stupid, but This is like, I think that was the best possible play to get it. Oh, that's quite close. Okay. Seeing the Trekking Shoes gave me a little bit of hope, although it's not the most of it. I am going to collapse, actually, because I can get rid of Lumineon, and also it prevents them from benching anything crazy if I do fail this. Trekking Shoes for a Switch. Come on. Oh, let's go. Did we just pull that off? No way. Oh, how did I do that? Right, switch into Radiant Greninja. You don't know how long I took to think and try and make this happen, but we have just done exactly that. Oh my God. That's insane. Energy on the Palkia, canceling Cologne, and say bye-bye to both of those frigid bags. I'm so proud of myself, okay? I tried so hard to craft it, and we just got there on the last potential out. Always play to your outs, baby. Let's go. And it's a scoop as well. Let's have it. That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on. All right, seems like we're playing a Gimmigoul here, so we've got to be careful with the Calyrex being weak to metal. We don't want to give them any leeway, should we say, in this stuff. So we're playing against someone like Danny Katz. They're going to go for a Concealed Cards. Get another Gimmigoul down here. It's my first time going second with this deck. I don't know what it tries to do going second. I'm curious, but I'm not a fan of them being able to attack next turn with a massive Gholdengo. So I need to get something in the active. Maybe a Mew. Yeah, this deck does play Mew. I'll try and get that into the active, I think, as I try and set it up, because that's going to be unfortunate if not. VIP Pass. This deck just keeps getting VIP Pass all the time. Right, there's the baby Mew, and I think Greninja as well. Collapsed Stadium is a bit of a pain, but I do need to draw some cards. I need to get something in the active that is a single prizer and not lose my Greninja in the process. You aren't going to be good in this matchup at all. I'm going to try and go without Mew for once. Let's see how we do here. Right, energy there as well. I'm going to go for a Conceal Cards. I think just simply getting a Palkia going is like a good idea. So first off, I'm going to Escape Rope before I play any supporter cards. Just get Mew into the active. Now, Gimmigoul's low HP. It's 260. So if we can somehow... that said, they're not going to fully bench their board, right? I don't know. Right, let me Mysterious Tail first. I want to see if I can get... That's what I was looking for, another VIP Pass. Because then I can get myself a Palkia down. And I think I'm just going to go double Palkia here. I mean, I could use Chien-Pao as an explosive attacker, and I might need it. So I am going to get a Chien-Pao into play, as wild as that seems. I know, I'm kind of bouncing between ideas here, but I'm just thinking, what if I do need that something like, I just need an explosive KO. That's what Chien-Pao does. I have a feeling it's just going to be a matter of just KO. It seems like it's going to be that type of game. So I'm just going to end turn here, and this time a bit on the back foot at the start compared to what I would like. I'm assuming this deck likes going first. I don't know what it does going second primarily, so I'm assuming I've done that the best way I could. There's Gholdengo EX coming out. This time on the bench, of course, because of our Escape Rope. They're going to conceal the cards here. So that was one energy. That would have been 50 damage at the minimum. There's an Ultra Ball. Probably to find another Gimmigoul, of course. Getting rid of a Squawk and a Boss. They had Boss. Okay. Don't think their priority is Gusting right now. That's good. Because, yeah, that would have been a bit scary. Unless they have two Boss in hand. That is always possible, because they could do something, especially the Chien-Pao now. I mean, yeah, it was a bit risky to play Chien-Pao, wasn't it? But I'm just trying to think here. Like, if I can get a nice early KO with Chien-Pao, yes, they'll respond, but if I can just start that opening of that prize trade, I have a feeling things will go our way a little bit. They're going to Earthen Vessel. Let's Earthen Vessel, bro. I just get my words confused nowadays. They're going to Earthen Vessel and get themselves some more energy here. And they attach to the Gholdengo. We actually don't have a great matchup running into Gholdengo, do we? I mean, we just whiff it with the Calyrex for a 1-hit KOing it. The Palkia can 1-hit KO it, but that needs to be full board for that to happen if I'm correct. Chien-Pao's the only one that can really 1-hit KO it, but it's weak to it. So it's just a really awkward situation. That said, I'm going for that 1-hit KO. It's going to happen. We are definitely doing that. Let's go for a Shivery Chill and go for a Concealed Cards after that. I'm going to Nest Ball first, actually. I think I throw a Spiritomb down here. Now, here's my thought process, okay? It would be nice to attack with Lumineon into a Gholdengo and force up a single prizer. Forcing up Spiritomb would be good. Plus, Spiritomb itself does 10 damage, which would actually allow me to get closer to one KOing of something like an Ice Rider, but I don't want Ice Rider. So now maybe I'll just go for a Suicune. Suicune seems more sensible, doesn't it? I may have tried to be a bit too techie, you know what I'm saying? Let's Conceal Cards here. Now, we do get a Cross Switcher. However, it's not got any great purpose here. Gholdengo doesn't really have things like that for us to target. It's just Gholdengos. That's all you got to do. We'll evolve to Palkia. Going to attach to the Chien-Pao. I'm going to Ultra Ball away a Palkia and an Energy. And maybe now I could go for a Spiritomb. I mean, if they do need a Lumineon, it stops that potential. Yeah, I mean, there's really no harm, right? Unless I do go for Palkia. It might be better to Palkia. Yeah, I think it might be better to Palkia. It's just going to be hard for them to KO if I do come up and attack with it. Yeah, I think maybe Suicune I should have got Spiritomb then. I don't know. This one's really hard to think about. I just don't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, I'm going to Irida now. I think I'd definitely go for an Earthen Vessel plus a Ice Rider. I can at least get rid of that. Like, I just know I'm not playing Ice Rider here. So I'm just going to do that now and just get some energy available. And then I'm going to go for a Star Portal. Let's go. It's for 2 though, which kind of sucks, but it is enough to just get us the KO. Does mean, however, we lose all our energy. What we pay for victory, hey? That said, I'm probably just going down here. That's 240 and that's 300 damage for the Gholdengo KO. I'm not feeling good though. I really am not. Here's to hoping they bench something we can just kind of trap in the active for a turn, maybe to try and rebuild. That's the dream. I just need to find some Melonies now, really. There's a Manaphy coming down and a coin bonus for 2. All they ultimately need now is 3 energy or an energy retrieval. Energy retrieval will also get them there. But if they whiff it, that could be big. Well, that's 1 energy down. They probably have enough. Super Rod coming in and they recover a Gimmigoul line and an energy. Power Pad coming through as well. Oh, starting to look like now they may not have it. Or am I really wishful thinking here? A boss. They bring up Lumineon. Maybe they don't have it. No, they would. Yeah, hold on. They need to get more rid of... Yeah. Hold the phone. You whiffed. Okay. Now we are to Harkin, baby. I'm actually going to get rid of the Ultra Ball here and just get that last energy out. Need to be careful here with my energy count, though. It is getting low. Going to go for a Conceal Cards. Let's do that. And we have kind of nothing to work with. So I'm going to Cross Switcher and bring up the... It doesn't really matter what I bring up, but I'm going to bring up Greninja. And I'll bring up my own Greninja and just say, you know, have that as your piece of fruit. I'm going to attach to my Palkia and start attacking the turn afterwards. I need to find Melonies, though, because I'm now all out of energy with that big KO. They bench another Gimmigoul there. They go for a Conceal Cards. Coin bonus coming in for 1. And they bench another Gimmigoul. Oh, bro, it'd be nice if I could pull off a Greninja Pay here, but I can't. That's out of the question. I can't Conceal Cards here, can I? I could Conceal Cards into a Melony, but I'll be all out of energy at this point. I can't do it. I think I have to attach for turn and then try and just draw into something that we need. They could unwillingly, unknowingly, not unwillingly, it would be unwillingly, but unknowingly bench something down and at that point actually walk into a Palkia KO. I mean, that would be kind of wild. That said, they do have 2 Gholdengo EX coming out of that. That's crazy. So they're drawing 3 at the minimum every turn. So they're going to be beating me on the consistency trade. But, oh, wow, this is just hard to navigate. I need them to bench 1 more Pokemon, though. 1 more. You know what I mean? Either way, that was their 3rd coin bonus coming through. And a superior energy retrieval. They're going to be able to retreat and attack. I didn't even think about the fact that I'm going to need another Pokemon to bench if I want to take a 1-hit KO, let alone them benching 1. But they're probably not going to do it here. There's a Conceal Cards, however. They bench a Cypher. Oh, my God. Okay, and they pass? Oh, a Melony as well. Okay, now we're talking some language here, bro. I don't know what language it is, but it makes me feel good. Let's evolve that Palkia. We just need a Cross Switcher, baby. Canceling Cologne, get out of here. We don't need you now. I need something like a that's not happening. But I'm going to Ultra Ball. I'm going to thin out, baby. I'm just gonna thin. Let's grab that Spiritomb. We do have a Cross Switcher in here, plus 3 switches, so pivot is definitely out of the question. I can bench this Spiritomb to be sure that we are hitting exactly 260. The tide has changed a little bit now. The fact that they've allowed us to be able to 1-hit KO this thing means a lot. That said, we're not out of the water. How do we deal with the other one? That's my question. Plus, there is the Scyther. Every Pokemon in play has an ability. They're hitting 310 damage right now, if I'm correct. That's a pretty bad deal for us. So I might have to not bench. Oh, God, I've actually been checkmated here, haven't I? Yeah, I didn't even realize the Scizor can do that much dirt right now. Is every Pokemon I play ability-based? No, the Calyrex isn't. That's funny. So I got rid of the 1 card I actually low-key need. Yeah, I think I may have navigated this wrong, but it's my first time doing this matchup, so, you know, I'm going to get it wrong. That's natural. Really trying to figure it out on the fly. I didn't think the Mew would be good because of the discard from hand, copying attack. But then again, I could have copied this. No. Could have copied this, though. That could have... Oh, that's actually interesting. Mew could have copied Sizzle's attack. But then the one trade and returning for 2, that felt bad. So, yeah, even then, that was just quite rough. I think it's just a bad matchup. I just think it's that, right? That said, you never know. It could be navigated a certain way. I'd love to see how... is it Luke? I forgot his name. Sorry, I feel bad. There's so many names for going to be able. There's a Lucas who won the championship. It just throws me off, all right? I want to see how he would have navigated this. But they've actually just gusted up my Palkia as well. That's even more rough. There's 300 damage. Taking a KO. Things are getting a little bit on the rough side. I'm going to have to promote a Suicune here and go for a wishful scenario where I can bring up this Sizzle and hope that they don't have a KO. But even then, it's just bad, right? I mean, there's nothing going in my favor here. Let's go for a fleet-footed, though. Anything? Okay, that's bad. Yeah, I think this one's an L. I think this one is an unfortunate L. I could maybe boss and trap. What am I trapping? Like, they've got energy to retreat everything. They will have energy to attack. The Sizzle takes a KO. I can't retreat right now. I think we've just lost, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, this is too hard to navigate, man. I don't think I can pull this off. Well, I'm going to try something here, a bit silly, but I could cross switcher. If I can cross switcher, then I can at least get the Suicune out of the active, right? Oh God, even then we get punished. Right, I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, you're not going to do anything worthwhile. They would get rid of Manaphy, but I can't use it, so I'm just going to say no to that. And yeah, I can switch. That's cool. Fine, I'll switch. But I do think I'm just waiting for the inevitable now. I'm really trying, man. I'm really trying. I could boss this up, but do you know what? I am going to boss it up. I mean, what other options do I have? I have 4 cards left in deck. No energy left. Do you know what's so difficult with this deck? And I've noticed is the energy conservation. I have so much trouble keeping energy flowing. Like I tend to burn the energy quite a lot early on with either Greninjas or with Shivery Chills and using, Hell Blades and stuff like that, or even using Calyrex's attack and just not running into my Melonies enough to keep it going and keep attacking. That seems to be my biggest problem with this deck. That's obviously the deck's not bad. It's just something that I don't like operating with this little energy. Personally, it just kind of feels bad. Just feels a bit bad. Now, a deck feeling bad doesn't make it a bad deck, right? Lugia feels terrible to play. Lugia's a good deck. Granted, it has really taken a massive nosedive since Paradox Rift, huh? Just not really about. Or did it show up in the top 4 to the top 8? Am I bugging? I don't think it did. Or maybe it did. I don't know. I'm confused. But I think we're out. I think we're done. And now I can't even one-hit KO the Goldengo. It's just rough, man. Well, we're going to go for a Pokestop to see if we did have it. And no, we didn't. We have decked out. No way to get energy into play. All the energy in the discard pile. Star Portal's been used. There is nothing left. 3 Melonies done. Wow. That's kind of a bummer. Vanillite. We are playing Serena EX. Right. I'm going to try and do my best to do some justice for this list. It clearly is great, but just bear in mind, I'm no pro, okay? Don't want anyone sitting here expecting me to get anything like on point here, right? Just throwing that out there, putting that into existence. What do I go for here? I do actually like Chien-Pao because I've got no energy, so Chien-Pao can get me some energy up. And Greninja, just to draw. Kind of going with the Chien-Pao strategy, so to speak, but I'm really not against it. Let's go for an Escape Rope here. And I'm going to go for a Shivery Chill and just grab myself 2 Water Energy. Then before I can steal cards, I need to get more things going. I need a Palkia V so I can do my Star Portal if I need it. And I'm going to Trekking Shoes. Calyrex, well, yeah, we could use ya. And I'm going to go for a Concealed Cards. I think trying to blow up a Serena EX before it can do anything could be good. And it's definitely not impossible with this kind of deck. So I'm just going to end my turn here and see what we can do. There's a level ball coming in. And they get a Clef Key out. Okay, Clef Key coming in. They better get that Clef Key in the active if they don't want me to do what I plan to do here. Because things are about to get interesting. A Shauna! What the hell? What? Can get... Okay, all right. I don't know what's happened to my Elo here, Chief. But sometimes the Rank Lala just gives you something wild. And here it is. We're playing a Serena deck that somehow has a Kangaskhan in it. And Shauna, who let this person cook? Hey, they're going to retreat, though. And now, to be fair, they are being somewhat disruptive. They're like shutting off all my abilities here. Nope, they're going to retreat to a Kangaskhan. Oh, for God's sake. What am I watching? What's going on? They're going to retreat to a Kangaskhan. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm going to Irida here, that's for sure, because I can get myself a vacuum. No tool card to find. Tool card, what am I talking about? It's not an Arvin, you donut. Let me go for a Palkia here. Yeah, let me get Palkia. Let's just first off get rid of that easy path to the peak. And then we're going to Shivery Chill like so. And then I can go for a... Oh, to be fair, I think I might go for a Radiant Greninja. That's my kind of plan right now. Let's conceal cards first. Greninja is looking like the idea. Trekking Shoes? Anything? Oh, boss. All right, could be useful. And I think what I do is I evolve with my Palkia. Might as well evolve the Calyrex. And I think I get rid of... I don't need to get rid of the energy or anything, do I? No, I could just start a portal for 2 and just go for a switch because I was going to get rid of my... Will the Ultra Ball do anything for me here? Not necessarily. So I think I'm just going to attach and I can maybe use that Ultra Ball for a Lumineon if I need to. I'm just going to switch and then go for a Star Portal and go for a Moonlight Shuriken so I can take out both the... I think I'm actually going to go for the... Do I go for the Clef Key? No, I don't think I do. I think I'm doing good. I think I'm just going to go for a Moonlight Shuriken onto both the Boom Suite, if that's what it's called, and a Vanillite. Oh, it is Boom Sweet. Well, lovely. Nice to know ya. See you later, mate. You're on your way to hell. And there we go. 2 cards there. Canceling Cologne and a switch. A lot of pivoting going on in this build, huh? But we will need that Lumineon. We need to get ourselves a Melony now because we have no real way of recovering energy. So I need to do some stuff here. That's great. Okay, I did want to see that. Gonna get rid of a Cologne and probably a Rope. And I'm gonna get myself Lumineon now. Oh, that's the Suicune. I saw Water Pokemon and V and was like, yep, that's it. All right, now I'm just gonna start attacking with Palkia. I think just consistency coming in. That said, I can just take an Oko with the Calyrex. I mean, we're here for the Calyrex. Do you know what? I'm gonna take an Oko with Calyrex because I feel like it. There's a Kangaskhan in the active. My opponent, unfortunately, has not played very well here, and they've just given me literally ideal stuff here. I'm even going to go for a Conceal cards as well, just to dig a little bit deeper. I do need to find more Melonies. There it is. And Calyrex is coming in back from the grave and just taking a 1-hit KO on this Kangaskhan. There you go. 250 damage. We've got Melony still to play with. We are looking okay. Looking fine and dandy. Earthen Vessel as well. Yeah, okay. I'm starting to see how this deck ticks now. It's effectively a water box of sorts. It just cuts the back's caliber. You know, it's not trying to be a Chien-Pao. I get it. I get it. There is an energy on the Boon Suite and a simple pass coming through there. What I can do in the meantime as well, while I'm just kind of dominating, is I can set up another Greninja, so that can happen for us. Oh wait, no, I can't. I think I need to go for another Calyrex swing, right? Yeah, I can get rid of 1 energy though instead of 2. That's good. So I'll just throw that down. And I'll go for a Trekking Shoes here, and I'll get rid of that Palkia. We already have a Palkia and another one available if we need. Mew, I don't think I'm going to be using you, right? Could get us out of trouble if they somehow randomly throw an Iono into play, so we'll go for that. And I'm just going to max Lance for 1 energy. That gets rid of the one. Sorry, that's us to do 140, is it? No, bro, I can't maths, man. It's 120 plus 120 plus 10, 250. Sean, it's not difficult. I confused it with Blastoise. Blastoise does 140 for each discarded in hand. Yeah, it's fine. They're all water Pokemon at the end of the day. Even though this one is an ice Pokemon. Ice Pokemon. Is it ice type? Is it ice type? Are they called ice types? They're called ice types, right? I haven't played the VGC since Black and White 2. So, yeah, I don't know. Either way, there's an Arven coming in, and look, this is just absolute decimation. There's just nothing now. Grab themselves a Panic Mask and an Ultra Ball, but mate, you didn't set up. I'm sorry. I just don't know why. Cut the Kangaskhan, cut the Klefki. You don't need them. You know, save that deck space for more cards that are going to be better for you when it comes to setting up, right? There's no point in throwing in these random EXs and stuff like that in there. Get rid of them. Put in cards that help your strategy. That's the idea, right? If it doesn't help your strategy, like Kangaskhan doesn't help in any way at all, right? I understand it's a triple draw and stuff like that. You could argue that helps, but using a triple draw with a 2 prize on the active that can just be KO'd for 2 prizes very easily in this format, it's not worth the 3 cards you're drawing with it. Klefki, fine. I guess you could argue Klefki for some sort of disruption. Shauna, don't go for Shauna. Obviously go for Iono, right? Because if you're playing it early game, then you're seeing, 6 cards instead of 5. And off the top of the deck means you're guaranteeing different cards here. You're guaranteeing fresh cards. And then Shauna, shuffling during 5 means you're likely going to see cards you shuffled back in. If you play like high counts of certain cards, like a load of 4-ofs, which most decks do. Ultimately, it's just not a great idea. Right. That said, I can't lecture with a giant Serena in front of me. I need to see what I can do here. I think what I want to do is I want to go for a Chien-Pao swing, and I need to get some energy in play, but I don't think I can get any more than just attack. What? My energy's gone. Hello? Oh, my energy's gone. What the hell? Okay, I wasn't prepared for that situation. I need some Melony action. That's what I need going on. Well, in that case, I'm just going to thin out. I need to find some Melonies here, because if I could just Melony to a point where I could just take an Oko Chien-Pao, I might as well. Meaning, what do I do right now? Do I attach to this? I mean, they're not going to KO me. They're just going to drop me down, and Panic Mask could come into play. We're only doing 240. A Melony would equal 300. No, here's what I do. I go for a Hail Blade, and I'm just going to go for an energy discard here and an energy discard here, and then I can Melony. Hopefully I can pivot. That said, they need to bench something for that. Oh, even then I'd have to decay or something else. No, they're not going to bench anything. I basically need to Melony to this Calyrex and hit a 120 on it. That's what I need to do. Sorry, 250, not 120. There's another Icicle Soul coming in. There you go. And now we need to Melony and somehow get this Chien-Pao out of the active. That's what we're looking for. I don't know if we have any pivot though, but we'll just go for it. Let's go for the Melony. Onto that Calyrex. That's the real threat now. Okay, no pivot unfortunately available, but that's fine. Let's just start thinning while we can. I'm gonna get rid of yeah, I'll get rid of these two. We do have cross switches, but they're not benching anything. So weirdly enough, they're just kind of being a pain here, but I'm just gonna end my turn. I don't think they're gonna realize it, but I think they actually have game. Yeah, they didn't realize it. Oh, no. They're gonna Icicle Soul here. I think they're just gonna keep Icicle Souling and maybe go for a Bravery. I guess they're going for that. But here, I just gotta pass. This is weird. This is awkward. I've lost all my energy. I've lost all my energy. There's no recovery for me to get them. They're gone. One Melony is the only way to bring it back, but I've burnt all my pivots and stuff like that in the early parts of the game here. All of them gone, and they're not benching anything, so I can't attack. That said, if they go for this Bravery play, then they have to bench something, meaning I can then just cross switch it for game. But yeah, oddly enough, I technically have lost this game. There's a Vanillite and a rare candy. Off of that Irida, they go for another Icicle Soul. I mean, I don't know what they're doing here. I'm assuming they're just trying to get everything down to like 30 HP so that this Serena is ultimately invincible with a Vanillite in play. I see what they're saying. I see what they're going for. Can a Collapsed Stadium save me in any way? I don't think it can, right? So I think I do pass again. Meaning what I should have done is maybe I should have not discarded energy off the Chien-Pao and instead discarded off Calyrex. But then, yeah, then maybe could have Melonied and prayed. I don't know. It's an awkward spot, right? The reason I got 2 on this Calyrex now is because I kept an energy on it when attacking with that Hail Blade. But I've kind of put myself in a checkmate then, haven't I? By just not being able to retreat. It's quite humbling. I can tell you that. To sit there and say, you know, you shouldn't play this, you shouldn't play that. And then me just going in and saying, oh, well. Oh, now that's an interesting boss. That's for sure. I can't do anything with it, I'm afraid. But that's also quite worrisome. But I'm just going to let my opponent play it out. I have a feeling they're going to bench a Pokemon sooner or later. Or they win by deck out. That's just wild. There's another Icicle Soul on Greninja. I think they've realized what's going on. I can't do a damn thing. I feel like Aaron when playing against Lucas in the finals against that Snorlax. Just draw a pass, boys. Draw a pass. There is a Super Rod coming in. Please bench something. Please put something on the bench. Let me show you what I've got going on here. They passed. Oh, no. I can't even Iono. This set doesn't play Iono. I can't shuffle my hand back into my deck. I just deck out, brother. What can I do? There's nothing, right? There's nothing. I'm dead. I lose. I can't do anything. And they pass. They've realized. They've seen it. All 4 cross switcher in hand. I play a Melony and I cannot retreat this. We have lost. Hey, listen. I will never bring you the best games, but Lord knows I will always bring you the most interesting ones. That, you just don't see that, okay? You have to have the perfect storm of a great deck being played by a blithering idiot. That's the storm you need. Lord, I create it every time. I swear to God, what am I doing with myself? Well, that was a very weird video, huh? What's interesting is the fact that obviously it won, not won, so it got top 3 in a regional, so clearly it wins. Granted, the matchups we had, you wouldn't see really a regional. Okay, maybe Goldengo you might, but Goldengo doesn't really have a massive part of the meta share anyway when it comes to like genuine regional championships. They have a lot of online placements, but nothing crazy. So Goldengo's kind of a strange one. And I'm sure when building this deck that Goldengo wasn't really taken into account. I could just kind of feel that. And then the Serena, like, come on, I just lost energy. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't handle playing with such little energy. It just didn't, I was probably playing this like I would a Chien-Pao, in which, you know, there's a lot more energy recovery going on. This deck has zero energy, not even a rod, right? And that, I think I'm playing as if a rod existed in the deck, or as if there was a retrieval or a superior retrieval, but there was none. So, and that just kind of felt weird. I'm assuming the idea is to just try and use the that one massive explosive attacker with the Chien-Pao, or use the Greninja maybe once a game and then just try and Melony your way through with the rest of the attackers like Chien-Paos, not Chien-Paos, like the Ice Rider and the Palkia. It seems like that's the strategy of the deck, and I tried kind of following through with that, but we were whiffing the Melonies at times where they were needed. Obviously, I didn't play it well. I know that for a fact. But yeah, I just don't know if I like the way it feels. I don't like operating with that much restriction, personally. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to like it. So try it for yourself and let me know. But yeah, quite a strange one. I thought it'd just be quite a simple video today. I thought it'd be like, oh yeah, we'll play this deck. It's obviously going to be okay. I'll figure it out and we'll get going. But I just couldn't come to grips with the low energy count. I just couldn't handle it, weirdly enough. And maybe had a bit of bad luck on my side. Obviously, it was misplaced too. Maybe I focused too much on like doing certain strategies, like hitting the Greninjas very early or hitting a Chien-Pao very early. Maybe I focused too much on that strategy and maybe should have gone for a bit more of a reserved type play and maybe start swinging with Palkia and then softening things up. Then coming in later on with the big boys. You know, I think I may have played it a bit backwards. I don't know. There's a lot to really take from this video, but I don't think I like the deck. It's just one of them ones, you know, not everything's for everyone, and this one's not for me. So yeah, at the end of the day, don't let my judgment skew yours. All right, you don't get third place with like 1,000 player regional to, yeah, you get the point. I think you get it. We're gonna leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and peace.